Headlines of this edition: Cần Thơ City Party Committee revealed the 2-year implementation of Politburo Conclusion No.01. The Industry and Trade Ministry and Vietnam Electricity Group held an online national conference on electricity saving in 2023. Thanks to well-carried-out measures to ensure supply, there was no shortage of essentials to serve people in April in Cần Thơ City. Hello, and it's good to see you back here in this edition of Continuous and Top News today. This morning, Cần Thơ City Party Committee reviewed the 2-year implementation of Politburo Conclusion No.01, the 13th session, on continuing to carry out the 12th Politburo Directive No.05 on boosting the learning and following Ho Chi Minh's taught morality and lifestyle.
The penetration, organization, and implementation of Conclusion 01 of the 8th Politburo was seriously and effectively directed by committees at all levels. Propaganda on the conclusion was carried out in various forms, especially on mass media, the internet, and social networks. Teams and individuals followed the directive in more specific, practical, and meaningful manners and adhered to their daily life. This helps contribute to building the party and political system and developing local social, economic, and security development, particularly in the period of prevention and control of the COVID-19 epidemic. The directive strongly promoted the spirit of solidarity, self-reliance, and community responsibility for people's health and social peace. On this occasion, one team was honored and presented the Certificate of Merit from the Prime Minister, and more than 60 other teams and individuals were awarded the Certificate of Merit from the Chairman of the City People's Committee.
On May 22nd, the Industry and Trade Ministry, in combination with Vietnam Electricity Company or EVN, held an online national conference on electricity saving in 2023. To ensure safe, continual, and reliable supply of electricity in the dry season and the whole year 2023, the Industry and Trade Ministry called on and suggested relevant central ministry centers, EVN, centrally run branches, cities, people's committees, focus on instructing the propaganda on economical and effective use of electricity, implement programs to encourage the development of rooftop solar energy in businesses and households, encourage households to apply advanced technologies in the place of power-consuming devices. At a conference, EVN called on all electricity using customers to respond to the electricity saving movement, from then contributing to the stability and sustainability of the national electricity system.
Due to the heat and drought conditions that cause a serious shortage of water resources at hydropower reservoirs, and it is forecast that this shortage will continue until the end of this year, especially the El Nino phenomenon that greatly affects the country's electricity supply. Following governmental telegram number 397 dated May 13, 2023, the chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee has just instructed to accelerate the power saving in the dry season and ensure a safe and stable supply of electricity this year, while minimizing the interruption and reduction of electricity supply at night and peak heat during the day, with the aim to avoid affecting daily life activities of households except for 4 major cases.
According to the National Hydrometeorological Forecast Center, from now to May 31st, saline intrusion in the Mekong region tends to reduce, and a common salinity level measured at stations is higher than the highest level of May 2022. Salinity intrusion in the Mekong Delta in the dry season of 2022-2023 is at the same level as the dry season of 2021-2022. The situation of saltwater intrusion will depend on water sources from the upper Mekong River and high tides, and will fluctuate in the near future. Facing this situation, localities need to take advantage of storing fresh water at low tide to serve agricultural production and daily life. For the area that is blended with fruit trees at high economic value and poor salt tolerance, before watering, people need to check the salinity concentration. Cần Thơ City's Investment and Construction Project Management Board is actively coordinating with localities to carry out site clearance and investment procedures to ensure conditions for the groundbreaking of Châu Đốc Cần Thơ Sóc Trăng Expressway, the first phase, section through Cần Thơ City in June 2023.
The component project number 2, running through Cần Thơ City, has a length of about 37.42 kilometers, starting in Thành commune of Vinh Thanh suburban district and ending in Trường Xuân B commune of Thời suburban district. Its total investment is 9,725 billion Vietnam dong, earmarked from central and local budgets, and is implemented in 2022 to 2027 period. To ensure the commencement of the project in June, Cần Thơ City Construction Investment Project Management Board is actively coordinating with localities in the site clearance work, striving to reach 70% by the 30th of June and complete the site clearance before December this year.
In last April, Cần Thơ City continued to carry out measures to ensure supply so that there was no shortage of essentials to serve people. Trade service and tourism situations in April kept stable. According to Cần Thơ City General Statistics Department, the total goods retail sales and service levels in the city in April was estimated at over 9,977 billion Vietnam dong, up by 3.57% against the previous month and 13.42% increase against the same period last year. All categories increased revenue compared to the previous month, but compared to the same period last year, there were two groups of categories that decreased revenue. Automobiles of all kinds decreased by 2.76%, precious stones, precious metals and products decreased by 0.03%. The accumulative goods and service revenue in 4 months of 2022 in Cần Thơ City was more than 38,860 billion Vietnam dong, a rise of 14.17% against the same period last year. In 2 days of May 22nd and 23rd at facility number 1 of Cần Thơ City's Agricultural Service Center, Cần Thơ City's Agriculture and Rural Development Department, in combination with Mobile Phone Cần Thơ, organized a training course on digital transformation in agriculture.
100 trainees who are employees of agricultural service centers, agricultural promotion stations, husbandry, and plant protection stations of districts participated in the training course. In addition to being introduced to the overview of digital transformation in agriculture, the trainees were updated by lecturers from mobile phone telecommunications company, e-commerce promotion platform, instructions for using app Mobile Agri, application of artificial intelligence technology to identify and prevent harmful organisms on plants.
Mỹ Thuận 2 Bridge Project, one of the national key projects, is being urgently implemented to synchronously connect highways to the Mekong region. Project Management Board number 7 said that 5 out of 5 construction packages of the two ends of the bridge are under construction, representing 78.65% of the contract value, surpassing the plan by 1.5%. Currently, construction units gather their workforce to work 3 consecutive shifts to ensure progress is planned. It is expected that 2 border spans will be connected in early September, the main spans will be connected in November, and the project should be completed by the end of the year to serve people's transport demand in the Mekong Delta. We now continue with the updated weather forecast. The updated weather forecast also wrapped up this edition of Cần Thơ News. If you want to watch again in its bulletin, please visit our website, kênh TV.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.